So GSPro golf simulation software has just had a brand new update, and I have to say that some of the changes that have been made are pretty impressive. Stick around, I'll talk you through the best bits of the update and we'll see why GSPro is slowly becoming better and better. To update GSPro, all you need to do is open up the launcher and it will do it all automatically. Just wait till the download is finished and then set up your GSPro as you normally would. Right guys, the first thing that I want to show you is amazing. We have a Q button, but it's not the Q button, it's J. So if you press J on your keyboard, it's like the Q button on the Golf Club 2019. I can't tell you how happy I am that we finally got this in GSPro, because it makes it so awkward when you couldn't have that button. I was so used to using it in the Golf Club, but now we've got it. So I've just pressed it on the keyboard and you can move around with the arrow keys just like you could in the Golf Club 2019, but GSPro version also tells you your exact distances as well. One thing I have noticed about this shot cam is that off the tee it just defaults to the preset driver distance of 249 yards. So for example, if I want to hit a 6-iron on a par 4 or a par 5 off the tee, then I can't select that club and it automatically goes to that preset distance for a 6-iron, which is kind of what it does on the Golf Club 2019. I tried clicking different distances on the mini-map and also dragging the target cursor to different distances, but whenever I press the J button, it just reverts back to the 249 yards of driver distance. Maybe this is something that GSPro can improve on in a later update. Now another thing as well is that we've got a keyboard indicator. So if you go up to the top right hand corner, click on that, and if I click on this little keyboard down here, it tells you all of the shortcut keys on the keyboard. That is cool. I needed something like this. I'm going to put my data points up there. I like looking at those. All your other stuff is in there. You can change the sky and all that stuff as well. And we've still got the minimap over here on the left hand side, which you can use obviously to aim and stuff. Now I never know how to judge this shot on the 7th at Pebble. Let's just say it's 100 yards. It's a bit of a tricky yardage for me, that as well. And I also want to show you something else when we hit the shot. We have an improved shot tracer. I love it. Oh, it's a bit big that. Did you see the shot tracer? The old one, I'll show you what the old one looks like now compared to this one, but it's a little bit more like, it's a little bit bolder like the one on the Golf Club 2019, which is decent. I like that. Okay, here's another thing that I want to talk to you about as well. Just check out the flag on GSPro. That's a new update that they've got. I don't know if you remember the old one, it was kind of like stuck out, like it was blowing in the wind all the time. But this one obviously is a bit more droopy, it's a bit more realistic. I like it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you some gameplay from the 18th at Pebble Beach. Shot. See, I love the shot tracer. It stays on for a bit longer, doesn't it? It's a great shot, that, Mitch. Boom. I'm playing off the blue tees. I'm not playing off the short tees, so that's why this hole is appearing a lot longer for me today. I've thinned it again. You'll notice when this ball lands that there's still that annoying second bounce that GSPro is famous for. Oh, it's gone right, that. Ugh, that's not nice, is it? Oh, we've ended up in the sand. This is a good thing. Let me show you something about the sand. In the old version of GSPro, when you hit out of the sand, there was just like nothing, I don't think. Watch when I hit out of the sand this time. Watch the sand splash. Boom, did you see that? Did you see the splash of sand? That's a great shot, by the way. So that's a cool new feature that they've added on GSPro. We've got a little bit more realism coming out of the bunkers. Oh, and that's another nice feature that I was going to talk to you about as well. The scorecard has changed. I'll show you what the old scorecard looked like. This one just looks a bit fresher and a bit cleaner. I like it. I've got 2 pars on the holes that I've played there. I don't know whether it puts the little circle on for birdie and stuff for bogeys and like that. different colours. I don't know. I've not made a birdie or a bogey yet, so I guess we'll find that out. Okay, I just want to show you a couple of extra setup updates before we move on. There's a new handicap bar in the settings to adjust your personal handicap. There's also a nice new visual aid for adjusting your offset, which is very helpful compared to the previous version. Finally, there's a slightly new layout on the pre-round screen. You can now see all the options from the drop-down menu without having to scroll down for things like tee colour and weather conditions. Plus, there's also a couple of new game modes that are in beta testing, which is very exciting. On top of that, there's loads of other minor improvements to this update and bug fixes that I don't need to talk about now because they're not as important as the rest. Okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the new skills test on GSPro. Now, I haven't played this before, this is my first time, so we'll go through it together. Okay, so we've got a short game and putting that is coming soon, as you can see, but we're going to use the approach skills test at the moment. Okay, so we've got players. I'm going to select B. Now you can select carry distance or total distance. Let's play carry distance. Fixed target or random target. Let's go for a random target. Camera, I'll leave it on follow. Okay, so we've got 61 yards to the pin, it looks like. What if I press J? That's nice, it takes me straight there. 61 yards, I like that. Okay, so 60 yards for me. Let's go sand wedge. Go, go, go. Oh, is that it? No real feedback. It gives you a score at the end of it, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what the best score that you can get is. Ended up 5 feet to the pin, I think. And the carry distance maybe was 11 yards off because it was very short, that one, wasn't it? Right, let's try again. 60 yards pretty much. So I'm assuming this is like, or it's supposed to be like the randomizer feature on SkyTrak, which is a really cool feature. So that was a little bit better. Carried 51 yards, 10 yards away from the target, 599 the score. Don't know what the plus and minus 71.5 is. I don't know, I'll have to get used to it. Oh, that's a better shot, Mitch. That's a nice shot. So I hit the target, 2 out of 6. Maybe you have to get it 6 times to move on to the next distance. I don't know how it works. I'll figure it out and I'll do a proper video, a review video on the skills test on GSPro. At this moment in time, it's the first time I've played it. I've no idea how it works. Right, I just want to show you a couple of things on the driving range in terms of how it's changed in terms of practice. Look at this, we have a new slider on the left hand side. Now, it took me ages to figure out where the hell that was on the old version of GSPro. I just stumbled across it randomly. So now it's a little bit more easy to see. So let's just say that I want to aim for a target of 100, no, let's do 90 yards. I've still got a sandwich in my hand, 95. There we go, 94 will do. How are we looking? Little pull. Not bad, we've got our targets there like normal. Now, I've just hit a ball, so when I hit another ball, my old ball should be there. Oops, that was a bit thin. So is my old ball still there? There it is, you can see. So it's like a proper practice range session now, just like in real life. I think on the old one, I'm not so sure about this because I didn't use the practice facility that much on GSPro. But I think on the old one, as soon as you hit a ball, it just disappeared. But now it's like you're actually playing a proper range session. One thing that I do want to show you, I don't know if this has anything to do with the new update or not, but we've got a night range. This is cool. I had a quick look at it before. I've not played on it yet though, but let me show you. So if we just press the J button there, it'll take you all the way down the range to the 247 mark as normal, okay? But what we can do is, if we bring up the mini map, here are all your targets, and you can practice your distances. I love this. This is a cool feature. So I've got a sand wedge in my hand, so let's just go 90 yards. Let's click on that. It automatically aims you in that direction like it would on the normal course. Let's see how it looks. There's the flag. What a shot. Get in the hole. Oh my days, what a shot that was. I'm so happy that we've got that on camera. And apparently you can hole out on the night range as well. That is ridiculous. I'm not even going to hit another shot now. I've shown you the night range. We're done.